Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. Let me see if y'all can see me. I don't know how that got up there. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Let me see if y'all can see my stuff. There you go. Let me see. Let me bring this down a little bit. How are y'all beautiful melanated people doing today? As of course, I am trying to boil my stuff again. I am cooking again and we're doing crabs again. Yes, we are. Let me see if I can bring it a little bit closer. Uh-oh. Seems like my stand want to act up. I'm going to have to do it like this. How about that? Yes, yes, yes. How are y'all doing this afternoon, this evening? Guess what I got again? Crabs. So I got my pot of water boiling. So y'all know the routine. We get ready to go to my cabinet. We get ready to go to my cabinet again and get the seasonings out that I'm going to cook with today. And this is seafood again, of course. I can't stand showing the label. Let me see. I know I had some, what is it, the crab? Old Bay. That's my Greek seasoning. I use a lot of different stuff. Grand Rising, lovely lady, and Brandon, and all y'all that's in there. A lot of people use the Tony's, but I'm using this, and I was looking for my, you know how y'all use the Zatarans or something like that. I need a little paprika. So let me move my stand all over here. Let me see. Voila. Yes, yes. I got it boiling. And so these are some of my seasons. I got a little paprika. I got a little this. Hold on. Let me look up here. Then I think my crab boil, I think I ran out. So I'm going to have to really, really improvise. For my Zatarans, I had the liquid boil. Look, I should have been Grand Rising, Bronze, Flat Power. Look, this is my secret weapon for my crab boil. And I'm lining up everything. I do not, let me, guess what I'm drinking? Some tea. Some sweet tea. I could drink sweet tea in a fancy cup. So I am getting my water hot and ready. So we're going to start pouring. I got this, this is basically just some garlic salt and parsley. While we doing this, while we talking, what is the news today? Who done got shot? Who been racist to us? What is the usual news? You know, what's the usual news? What's going on? I have to get my clamps together. And like I said, we're gonna enjoy some more crabs. I've been trying to go live, and I'm trying to do more than just talk about the usual. What's going on with the Shaquilla stuff? Them people been arrested that y'all wanted to be lynched so bad. I'm just making a point of how we always run after the news. And then when the news go away, I guess the situation go away. That's how we living. That's how we living. Okay. So this is some garlic seasoning. I got hot. Let me get a little slap your mama. Oh, I wish I had my other stuff, but I guess I'm gonna have to use this. This is my spicy, my slap your mama stuff. I have some other crab boil. I guess I can put it in there. I might have to. Did I use some of this paprika? I got, my crabs awoke. I hear them over here in the bag. I'm going to take y'all to them in a minute. My crabs awoke. I hear them in the bag. This is my secret recipe. Ah. Hold on. Let me get a thing and open it. Yep. I use certain types of beer, and I decided to take it old school. This is that. I'm gonna let y'all see. It's that Smirnoff Ice. I don't really drink, but when I used to cook my crabs, this gives it just a good flavor. Some people will use beer, and I do use beer, or sometimes I use flavored beer, but this is really good. If you want to cook your crabs, I like blue crabs. Now, the snow crabs, they taste a little bit different, but I use this. Yep, and I'm trying to get my water boiling hot. I use a little bit of salt. Let me sprinkle a little bit of salt in here. I don't want it too salty. You want to see what's in here? Hold on. Yeah, y'all coming in here? Hold on. There you go. Uh-oh. And I'm getting ready to go in my other cabinet over here. We got my Mariah. Can they see y'all? They can see you. They can hear you, ma'am. You got to stand back some, Mariah. You short. You way down there. There's a Mariah. Say hey. Hey. You got to stand back right that way. They can see you. Yeah, right there. They can see you. You want a banana? Y'all better not play with the bananas. Yay. Hold on, y'all. So they don't really eat the crabs. Sometimes if you want to give your kids seafood, give them a little bit, because my grandson TJ, he always ate seafood. We seafood people. But then one day we gave him scallops and shrimp, and then he started breaking out. We had to get the Benadryl. Then he used to eat the shrimp or shrimp, however you say it, and the seafood. Now, when the last time he had shrimp or some seafood, he started breaking out. So be careful giving your kids the seafood. Kind of test it on them to see if they have the allergies. We grown people. This grown folks food right here. So let me go over here, and y'all gonna see me put the crabs in the box. I'm just waiting for the water to get a little bit hot. I'm looking for my other seafood boil, so give me a second. What are y'all over there doing? Huh? What are y'all doing? What you doing, little mama? Huh? They can see you. What, y'all done break it down? Y'all done took all the bananas. Look. There you go. Say hey. They already ate. As you can see, they've been playing and stuff. I was not prepared. I thought I was fully prepared. So I guess I was not prepared. Because I'm cooking this, and then I got to get on the website. The internet people had to come. And I know I said I was working on the website before. The internet people had to come. And for some reason, at night, my internet is continuously going out. It's continuously going out. And I've had the internet people here since Thanksgiving week, that weekend of Thanksgiving. And I don't know what the problem is. Is it the government? Is it the government not liking what we say? I'm looking at one more place, y'all. Then I'm gonna call it. Defeat. Ah, everything falling out. Fish sauce. We got different roommates, so this is Frank. He makes a red curry. Oh, you know what? This was my squid sauce too. It helps season it. This kind of stuff will be salty, so you want to be careful seasoning. Let me go back to my seasoning cabinet, and I'm still over here. Hmm. Hmm. Well, that's it. I gotta use a crab ball that I probably don't want to use, but this is a little crab ball pack. I don't know. These things taste weird to me. I hate using the crab ball pack, but I'll dip it in there because I ain't got really much else. I put that in there. That helps season it some. I got my little garlic salt seasoning in there. Got to slap your mama. Then I got my lemons ready. And so I hope y'all are ready because I see my water boiling and we about to wake my crabs up. Let me go this way. Hold on. Can y'all see it? I don't know which side. I have my ice bag in here for the crabs, y'all. I got my tea to drink. And then I got my crabs. They in here. I don't think y'all can see them. They in there. Uh-oh, they woke. Can you hear them? They scratching the bag. And I'ma just tell y'all, who's the vegetarians? Or the people say stop eating no crabs. I told y'all I just seen a video about plants, and they were saying how the man hooked the plants up to a lie detector test. And he was astonished. He was not even setting them on fire. He told the plants he was gonna set them on fire. What you talking about, little mama? And just for the thought that he was having, the plants, the lie detector test started going crazy. So they say plants communicate with sounds that you cannot hear. So plants are alive. So while all of y'all sit up here talking about you a vegetarian, you might be eating alive. You're eating live things. You're eating live things. I think my water is hot enough for me to bring on the crabs. Let me get my thing together and we'll get them one by one. Look, she don't know what's in this bag. Move right here. See, this is why they say crabs in the bucket. See? So you just gonna stare at it. This is my crab. Ah, I call them Billy, Becky, and Sue. And in the pot they go. She backing out the way now, ain't she, little mama? She running. Y'all don't see her running. Come on, get off of each other. In there. They hold on to everything. Y'all see me fighting with this crab? She gonna run. Let it go. Let it go. Look, he bit my thing. He don't want to come out. Jay, she took off running. This is the fighter. What are we gonna name you? Rocky? Huh, Rocky? And this is to all the Peter people. Peter, do you know how the white people keep going to the grocery stores, putting roses in the damn thing? Where you at, Jay? This is why they say crabs in the bucket. See how they hold on to each other? See, I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. See, he holding on. I don't know if that's really a bad thing or a good thing. Because if we hold on to each other, we can pull each other out the bucket. So they say crabs in a bucket, but this is what they talking about. Because they leech on to each other, but they don't climb out. They hold on to each other. So if they hold in one another and you pull one out, the other one holding on to the other one, so you pull everybody out the bucket. So I'm really wondering if that crabs in the bucket, whatever phrase, is really anything to worry about. Like I said, I had ice on them, so they just waking up. Uh-oh, one on the cabinet, y'all. See, he had his brother leg. So are they really holding each other down, or when you pull one up, you pull them all out? So maybe we need to start changing the things we say. When we say, oh, y'all ain't nothing but crabs in the bucket. It looks like crabs in the bucket kind of help each other. Doesn't it? Because if his brother would have been attached as I pull them out, they all come out. As I said, when you pull one out, I guess that's our analogy. It gets hard because they hold it on to each other, and they hold on to each other. They just grab onto whatever and stuff. But when you think about it, they're holding on to each other, and are they really look, they look like the crab got a mouth. They do. But is it really a bad thing? Because if we as black people held on to each other and did like the crabs, when one come up, we all come up, right? Ain't that the point? But are we like crabs? Because look, I'm trying to get them out the bag, and I mean the analogy is that crabs are something bad, crabs in a bucket, but we linked on together. When they chained us in slavery, they chained us together. So, we really need to rethink the things that we are tricked into saying and understand what we're saying. And do we really look at it? I'm trying to show y'all this is what crabs in the bucket that they're talking about. But when you pull that one crab out the bucket, they'll latch on to each other. I got other videos. They'll hold on to each other. And then you don't see them climbing onto each other to get out the pot. They all die together. And I think that's what we've been doing. You see what I'm saying? That's what we've been doing. I think we need to be acting like the crabs in the bucket. When one of us come up, we all come up, right? And so it should be okay for us all to hold on to each other and pull out. If one of us pull out, we all pull out. Shouldn't that be the analogy? Shouldn't that be the analogy? If one of us come up, we all come up. If one die, we all dying together. If we all stay in the bucket. And then they talking about crabs in the bottom of the bucket. If you go to a crab, and I know you see the video, the crabs will stay there at the top while smothering the ones at the bottom. So the analogy goes a lot of ways, because as in black people, those that make it to the top, they'll get all the fresh air, they'll get everything, and not knowing they're all going to die. They're all going to be used by white supremacy. Their lifespan just a little bit longer, while we all sit over here and suffer at the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Let me cut out my eyes. We all sit here suffering while the rest of us make it, And so the people at the top don't care about the crabs at the top. Don't care about the crabs at the bottom, Let me rinse my hands real quick. And don't eat ice at the fruit at the store. But I am telling y'all, we need to reevaluate the crabs in the bucket thing. Jay, they turning red. See, now they turning red. But I'm really, trying to get us to think about that, really. If y'all just coming in, I want y'all to tune in to, Jay, are you on your phone? Oh, never mind. I wanted you to play that video of the crabs that I was pulling up. Can you play? I'm gonna play y'all a video, and I went to go get some crabs because I thought about the saying about crabs in a bucket, right? And then I thought, why do they always call us crabs in a bucket? Because when I go to get crabs, when I pull one out, they all attach. If I pull out one, if they clamp onto each other, they all come out, even though they go into the pot. But let's stop with the pot. If they all come, if one hold on, they all come. And then when you separate them, they all go their way. Just like now, they said the snow crabs, these are blue crabs, by the way. They said the snow crabs, they said billions and billions of snow crabs done just disappeared, right? Billions of snow crabs disappeared. That means them crabs communicated and left together. And that's over in Alaska. That's the Alaska snow crabs y'all like. I like those, but I can do it with the blue crabs that everybody call whatever y'all want to call them. But I want y'all to think about that. Reevaluate the crabs in the bucket insult that was meant to be an insult, because everything about us, I just noticed, they say stuff that is meant to be an insult. And when you really look at it, it's not. It's only the crabs that sit there at the top and don't hold on and grab their brothers while they're being lifted out. It's the mentality. I mean, it's the problem. Because we got all these black people that has made it, but they're just sitting. They're still crabs. You know, it's like the crab. They still crabs, even though they made it. Even though a lot of black people make it, they don't go back to get their brothers and sisters. They just want to sit at the top. And then when one of them get killed by the police or something happen, then we this famous story. Remember when Tyler Perry got profiled by the police? You heard about it. Oh, it's Tyler Perry, this and that. And he was like, I got profiled, blah, blah, blah. Then Obama said he felt racism when he went to his car. He heard them click, click. You so short, little mama. They heard them click, click in the car door. And they all act like they are offended, but now you don't hear nothing. Did you see them get up and do anything? There's a whole black president. He never told us about micronations and how we could become a protective class. Yeah. Started back. I'm going to show y'all this video that we did when I went to go get the crabs. See if y'all can see that. That's me. Now watch. Watch when I get the crab. See how they hold it on to each other? If you lift one crab out, you can lift out many. See? See? So explain to me what's wrong with us lifting each other up. Explain to me why they use the crab in a bucket analogy to put us down when you see it for yourself. If we pull one out the ghetto, and I reach back and grab my brother, and he reached back and grab his sister, and he reached back and grab, we can all come out together. So what is wrong with that? What's wrong? What is wrong with that? Does that make any sense to you when they say crabs in a bucket? You seen it, I seen it, right? So what is a crab? They make you think that. Why did they use the analogy crab in a bucket? Did they make it look like the crabs just leave each other down there? Grand Rising, Black Love. Bye. Yeah, you want to say hi again? Come on, sit right here while you talking. Because, honey, I just having a conversation down here. There she go. There you go. What you want to say? The crabs. With you just talking. But what is the analogy? Why is the crabs in a bucket analogy used against us instead of for us? See, just like y'all empowered the word Negro, y'all need to empower that. Let's empower the crabs in the bucket. Grand Rising, Patty, if all y'all tuning in, and do you got the other? Didn't wasn't it 2 videos? Let me see the other one. I'm showing how they use the analogy crabs in a bucket. I'm trying to show us how we're programmed to just run with stuff without doing our own research, without learning something ourselves. I think we're subconsciously programmed to understand we have to be taught by white society when they're teaching us wrong. We are insulted by white society, and some insults. Actually, that's what was carrying me through before everybody, but then it got slow.
That's the one that you were.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was scaring her with. That's me and my socks, y'all. Yeah, see, they fighting. Yeah. Oh, I know what I was gonna call. But crabs in a I'm looking at Black Love. She said, I'm gonna put your comment up here when I finish. See how that one crab, he let his brother go because he probably thought he was going to freedom. That's some of our black people that's rich. They let their brothers go. But when you get the, I was trying to find the ones that wasn't attached. Let me see. I'm trying to go to that. Is that one? I was digging. Let me go back to the other one. I was digging. Let me show you. They say crabs in a bucket pull each other down. That makes no sense, Black Love. Because you can't pull nobody down. If you ever ate blue crabs or see something, this is what happens with crabs in a barrel. When I pull them up, watch. They might, the rich ones smother, but the ones in the hood, see how they hold it on to each other? No. They hold on. And when you pull one up out the barrel, you pull them all. There's no way to pull something down in the barrel. See? Uh-oh. See? Look at all of them. There's like 5 crabs attached to each other. That's them attached. So that's why I was saying we need to understand that sometimes we use stuff that makes no sense. Like they told us our hair was nappy and our skin complexion was ugly. And at the same time, they out here making all types of chemicals, hogging up the beaches, hogging up vacation while your black ass is working so they can go lay up and get black. They tell you your hair is ugly and they turn around and they braid their hair to look like yours. They do. They tell you they have always. Dang it, I'm back. They tell us they are the ones that spread the rumors and we run with them. They give us the rumors to say we don't know where that stuff comes from. We always know that when something is done, they change it to make it look like something bad for us. A crab cannot pull nothing down at the bottom. The crabs that's at the bottom dies. They smother. The crabs at the top, they'll pull each other up. They'll clamp onto each other. And when you pull one, you can keep pulling them on. They'll hold on to each other. They go together. But our black people that make it to the top, they smother the rest of us. The rest of us have no voices because they're big, bad, with all their followers or they fame, they smother the rest of us. And then some of us that do make it to the top, we reach back and grab some of those. We reach back and grab some of our people. So we have to understand the revolution is not going to be, oh, I love all my black people and all of us get along together. That shit is dead. That is not going to happen. Because we have to understand how the world was before white supremacy opened up our doors, kicked in our doors, and laid in our beds. What happened before white supremacy was we had wars with each other, but we were not genociding each other so that we can take the land. We had wars. That's why we came up with chess. That's why we came up with rules. We came up with the judicial system. We did it, but we did it with a balance of nature. If you was my prisoner, you would have to make amends of what you did to me, but I don't get to kill you, your family, anybody that look like you. I don't get to spread your body out, 4/4 you. I don't get to lynch you. That was not our people, the weapons, the history. If they let us learn our own history instead of them saying fleas, taking our identity and saying that they are the true Egyptians and have all this other BS. They want you to focus on them being the true Egyptians so that you won't know that there's pyramids over here. And each one of them tombs they open, there is literally black people painted on the wall, but they will lay their asses down there and tell you that these people were white or light skinned when the walls say different. Remember, they wrote in their Bible, God, the writing on the wall. That's where they're getting a lot of stuff from. They don't want you to bring your brother up. They don't want you to love yourself and love your brothers and sisters. Yes, that's right, Patty. There was tribes. And certain tribes had war against each other, but it was enough land. Even when the white man came, there was still enough land for everybody. There were boundaries. So at war, there's a difference with war than mass murders and mass genocide. There's a big difference. If you did something to my family, you were still treated like a human being, but you might have had to work to recoup whatever happened. And you still got your life. You still got education. You still got fed. I ain't never seen a skinny, no, you ain't seen no pictures on no writings on the walls, whether it's Africa, the tombs, Egypt, whatever you want to call it. You ain't never seen them showing people getting killed and stabbed and stuff. You show wars. You see them you see one man grab them all by the head. They were light-skinned, white, black. That's for all y'all sellouts. Because some of y'all sellouts don't mean the black race no good. Y'all are the crabs at the top, smothering us at the bottom. That's what y'all are. You half of you black men run around after these mixed and white women. You stupid. Because how could you hate the skin that made you, and they only want you because of your skin color, dummies? I don't get I don't get how we don't understand how programmed we are. How can you love somebody who doesn't even represent where you come from? You came from black vagina. So how do you want your kids to be mixed? You don't even know why these white women and these white people love you. It's for your melanin. If you knew the history of slavery, you will understand the main thing they were trying to draw out of you was your melanin. And we have been tricked to mix our kids. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with mixed kids, but if it happened naturally, that's one thing. But we are doing it because it's advertised to us. Oh, that person is beautiful. How? Because they said so. They tell you, oh, we should have a short woman, but all their models are 6'2", and all you got to be tall to be a model. You got to be tall to be a basketball player. You got to be tall to be a football player. Do you not see when they want to use us? And then when they want to market us on something, them pedophiles tell you, get you a little short woman. I ain't knocking on y'all short people. But don't you think it's a little strange that it's kind of like, what's the difference between, it kind of puts you, it's okay. That's that pedophilia coming out. Get you a little teeny short woman that look like a child. That's right, Patty. Self-hate is real. I wonder, Black Love said, I wonder if they explained in the part of the Woman King that they were not deplorables. I don't know. I didn't watch Woman King. That was a white woman's opinion of what they wanted to see black people doing on screen, like they have always did. And I'm tired of it. And I won't watch it. I won't. I'm tired of white opinions in my subconscious. Wakanda is a white opinion. I don't care who directed it. You did not write it. The same Viola Davis, the same Tyler Perry. I watched Tyler Perry. Y'all can talk about this and that. I watched Tyler Perry because I know it came from a black mind. I can relate. I can't relate with bullshit that from people who wrote something that they imagine in their head of black people. That's why you got your thug movies. That's why you got people, black people saying, oh, weed is a drug, when your common sense will tell you a drug is man-made, weed grows from the ground. I'm tired of this white blah blah in my head. You should be too. We have been tricked. I'm not saying a normal person would not go find a person in a different race and fall in love. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But most of our black men think that they get a long head, straggly head, non-melanated being, now you got a trophy. Why? Why would you think that when they can't even carry children? They need your melanin to carry children. Look it up. White women are losing more kids than they are having. That's why they're dying out. Our people used to be wanting, remember a long time ago, they said they wanted black women in Africa because you had to have hip beard. They took that, make BBLs to make it what it looked like. But the real story behind it is that you got stronger hips to carry kids. White women had these frail little something, their kids died. That's why in the movie The Help, that white woman kept having miscarriages and burying her baby and didn't want her husband to know because she ain't want to look like less than a woman. That's why in slavery, you use these to feed your children. You use black breast. One of these would be for the white baby. And if it was my breast, I could not feed this breast to my black baby because it had to be reserved for a white child. I'm just telling you the damn truth. Then, after they done with us, they used to cut off our breasts and make tobacco pouches out of it. Look it up. They used every part of our body. Because why? We the strongest. We were a better built human being. We are the better built gods of this earth, while the rest of them are mankind. You got little this or that, but your race won't last long. That's why you see them dying off. That's why they pit everybody against each other. They would rather leave this world in mayhem and destruction because of the deep down jealous hate that they harbor subconsciously than to let everybody live in peace. But the gods are waking up. And the more we spread it and the more we talk and teach each other, the better we will be. You got to stop living by your eyes, which is the spirit of illusion, and live by the truth. Go back and see your kings and queens. It wasn't about looks and this. It was about the power you harness. That's why they taught you not to listen to the black women are loud, black women this, but the main people getting towns burned down and getting little boys murdered, Emmett Till, or white women, were white women. Every destructive story came behind the white man saying that a black person just went, not touched her. Come on. Do we not recognize that? And you still run around having babies and wanting to mix your children with people who hate you. I'm not saying that I'm not saying it ain't no white people who love us. So let me back up. Because I have been dealing in the world a lot lately. I just need white people who know what we're saying is the truth and spread the truth more. Not to belittle anybody, because no matter if your skin is white or black, none of us are better to live in this earth, but we are made by God physically better. So they had to give you and trick you to go after looks, and then you're weakening your seed. Back in the days when a black person had a baby by a white person, or a white person had a baby by a black person, they would get that melanin, that's a melanin hole, and then they would have babies and they would mix with more and more white, so it won't look like they white. That's why you had a lot of black people back in the days that looked a little bit more white and you couldn't tell. We are human, because if it wasn't, we wouldn't be able to have kids. Like a lion and a liger, they can't, one of them, whichever one, if you mix the mother with the lion or something, one of them is the male or the female lion and the male or female tiger. When mixed, they cannot have children. Nature says no. They get this big or bigger, and nature says no. Nature has said no to the pale people. They are dying out. How they came, where you came from, and when you came, but all we know is you came some thousands of years ago, and when you when you grew up on this earth, you did nothing. Your ancestors did nothing but wreak havoc, confusion, and messed up the balance of earth. You polluting the waters for greed. You polluting all the air for greed. You sent aluminum particles out in the earth up to blot out the sun because your skin couldn't handle it. Fuck everybody else. That's what white people do. Y'all care more about your skin because y'all can't handle the sun instead of going and finding y'all a cave and some artificial light. You rather just blot out the sun for the rest of us who need the sun that turns it into vitamin D. Y'all got to take vitamin D pills. Y'all got to do stuff. We can take it too because y'all have us in offices and houses and prisons where we don't get the full effect of our skin. We have to understand this is not just a color, but this melanin in here, which is an extra layer that they don't have, is the same thing that the universe makes. It's the same thing that encapsulates every cell, every atom, every living being has to have melanin in capsule. But we are the only beings walking around that produces melanin. Because if you look in the sun, the sky is not blue. At night is what your true sky looks like, just as black as they want to call us. I just look at our people and just shake my head sometimes because I know I can't reach everybody. Here go the crabs, y'all. But what I can do is say, wake up. Why do you sleep so much? They polluted the water, the air, the lands, the people. Why do they poison our food? We all know GMOs, genetically modified. Why do we need y'all to genetically modify something when you could just grow it in the God-given dirt? Why do we need y'all to put our food in the grocery stores when we were supposed to teach our children, those who are hunters hunt, those who are sowers sow, those who are builders build. That's what life is supposed to be. One race should not be wreaking their whole existence off of the backs of us. That's what racism is power. They had enough strength and power, and they'll look you in your face and say, it's okay. I don't see color. I don't see racism. And then every time you turn around, only the people getting shot by the police are black people. But yet you don't see the same. If it was even, it would be just as many white people being shot and killed by black people. I had a pale demon come on my TikTok and tell me black people could be racist because he can't walk down a black neighborhood without being shot. Please. Most of the white people come to our neighborhoods and get our styles and mimic us. Anytime we always had that white person in our neighborhood that talking about nigga wearing his gold with his tattoos, talking like us and stuff. I ain't never, in all the hoods I've been in, ain't never seen a white person being picked on. Matter of fact, y'all be treated a lot better than the next black person. Talking about crabs in a bucket. No, the crabs at the top smother us crabs who have voices at the bottom. The crabs at the top got y'all looking over here. Look over here. Massa want us to play basketball. Massa want us to work in their corporations. Massa want us to play football. Massa want us to model for them. Massa want us to rap for them. And the other crabs are trying to say, no, we can do our own. We can do our own. And them crabs at the top of the bucket, like, nah, come and take me, Massa. But the real crabs that's Lord, they're gonna collect onto each other. So when you pull one out, you pull a bunch of them out. So we really need to think about what is going on around us and what we're doing. Like I said, I'm tired of looking at movies with white people imagination of what we should be. That every time a white person makes a black movie, that is their imagination on what we should be. And then every time we see a movie about them, they're the hero. Even if Jeffrey Dahmer, he is a fucking cannibalistic, no good, pale demon, and they making money idolizing him, and he ate black people. And then y'all was so crazy when I had that TikTok that they took down my other TikTok page. Well, they didn't eat black people. They've been eating us since slavery. That was nothing new. Only a white man can sit up in there with a stinking apartment, smelling like 100 decayed bodies, Only a white man can get the police to bring back a boy to his house and let him finish killing, because they got an ultimate trust and they get to be blinded to all the crimes that they do. We got our eyes wide shut. They got their eyes over their mind. Like, I don't see any color. I don't see this. I don't see my people. We're not racist. Black people could be racist too. That's what they do. I'm so sick of it. I get sick of looking at them on TV. I pay the same cable bill and I got to go through 1,000 white shows before I see a black face. And then when I do get a black show, half of them want to be ghetto. Half of them going to be a gangster. The same old usual. Let's shoot, do drugs. Why white people always the fucking hero, even when they the villain. Half of them, the black movies is going to be them trying to act white. I have to dig and dig when I can find one decent black entertainment that just is, I hate the way most black people talk to me. It's proper English. That is an English language made by white people. That is not your language. I don't care how much you know it. I don't care how much you call yourself an American. That is not your English is not your culture. We talk harsh. We got rhythm and soul in our voices. And I cannot stand to hear a black girl or a black man or a black woman say, yes, unless your voice is just like that, because there's some people that talk like babies. But you're not going to take the blackness out of my voice no more. This is how we talk. That's why we'll see TikToks. Oh, when we get together with black people, we could be ourselves. Oh, hey, what's up? Why do we got to do that? Why? Why do we got to do that? Why when we get around each other, we don't have to talk like that, gay, and pronounce my words, and everybody talking about it's proper education. No, it's not. Educate yourself on what your language was first. Educate yourself on who your people was. Because half of us ain't going to know, because half of us was put on sex farms. Name a sex farm that black people put anybody else on to mix up their race. A lot of us don't get along because through our DNA holds memory. One tribe used to be at war with the other tribe. Now they got us all mixed together and we got different tribe bloods in us. We want to act like we all the same, but black people, we are all different black people. White people lumped us all the same and we keep living in that mentality. But what all our DNA and our tribes need to say, hey, before we start fighting with each other, we need to fight against the enemy. Some of their soldiers need to start laying down. Because all of us is laying down. Y'all do drive-bys on your own people, but because they have tricked you and you don't understand racism, you won't do drive-bys on the people who are really robbing you and disrespecting you, making fools out of you, playing with your manhood or your sisterhood. They on code. They don't care how wrong they is. Becky can see Billy eat a motherfucking black person and turn around and say they don't see no racism. Let's pray for Jesus. How can people who ate us, killed us, stole our kids, raped our kids, change the law, worship the same God? You should be mindful that obviously they're calling on Jesus and everything. Something is working because nothing is changing for them except for they're getting more and more money, more and more peace. They get to travel the world and we're dying more and more. So something should click after a while. After a while, you should be like, hey, I know this embedded in my heart. It was hard when I did it. Lay down that book. If you're going to use the book, use the Old Testament. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a motherfucking tooth. If you're going to use the book. Then, like I said, the white man talking about, when I go there, I might get shot. They see how they paint imagination that we shoot everybody. You hear black on black crime, not black on white crime, but we have a lot of white on black crime. When you in the ghetto, you see black people shooting and killing each other. You don't see nobody black going out shooting and killing white people. If it happened, it ain't enough news articles to tweak my interest. It doesn't tingle. It doesn't intrigue me because it ain't that many. And if it does start happening, I might turn around and do like this a little bit. Because I'll be saying it's about damn time. Because the only way to even up the war is to start fighting back. You'll never see nobody black jumping on white people just because they white. And those little BS stories, if you seen somebody black jump on somebody because they white, maybe that white person did something to them. But we got hundreds and thousands of stories where whole towns, almost all people been burned down, flooded. My grandma ain't here no more, but my husband's grandmama is here. And she'll tell you it wasn't nothing to walk through the woods and see black people hanging in trees. This is eyewitness testimony. Fuck what these pale people got in their books. Stop trying to read everything that they want you to know in your imagination and dig deeper. Get to the bottom of the bucket, as y'all say, crabs in the bucket. Get down there and pull your people up. Get down there and find out what happened to your people. Think my crabs is done now. I done finished my ranting. I ain't know you were still in there, Jay. I thought you were out the door. And we about to go. That's right. We need happy black children, happy black people. I don't need to be looking at movies that a white person imagination told us to do, and then they get their little toys, the black actors. Oh, I think of this. Becky, do you want to make this movie? We're going to make a woman king. Ah, and we're going to tell the black people story. And let me go get my little black soldiers, my little black actors to act out my imagination. Just like white men. Let me get the act out my man. Where's Harvey Weinstein? All them white actors, all them white directors. You heard the dude from the little boy from the Lost Boys tell y'all a long time ago he was being raped. Y'all ain't seen no lynch mob go after none of them but white leaders, them white directors, them white producers. But y'all ready for them to throw R. Kelly in there because these darn mamas sold their children to him. And he proved to you, gotta make me prove R. Kelly didn't know they was underage. Or that it's okay because ain't nobody talk about Tigger. I remember when was it Tiger when he was Tigger or Tiger, he was dating one of the Kardashian daughters. And nobody even said nothing. She was fucking 16 at the time. Y'all was okay with that. See, Hollywood made it okay for y'all to look at young girls because the younger that a grown woman could look, the better they can get away with raping young kids. Here they go. Mm-hmm. See.
So once the blue turn red, that's blood?
No, it's just blue. Your blood is blue before it turns red. It hits the oxygen.
So when they red, that means they done?
Yeah, somewhat. You let them boil for a little bit and then it be done. Because you don't got to cook crabs but a few minutes. Because you're really supposed to steam them. I like boiling mine.
I'm sorry, y'all. She just be killing y'all.
Anyway, y'all eat them chickens. You ain't say nothing over here with this chicken.
I didn't kill it.
You, the person who ate it.
The crab. It was alive when you got it.
Well, some people gotta be sacrificed. If we can only do it to the other people who keep killing us. Sacrifices must be made. But that's all I have for y'all tonight. I'm gonna come again. I'm gonna come back with the UEOA report. So y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Think about the crab in the bucket and go get you some crabs or look at a movie of people pulling crabs out and think about it. Think about the crabs at the top and those at the bottom. Who's the crabs at the top? All these rich stars that want you to go out here, vote. No vaccine, no sex and stupid shit like that. So y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. And the Queen will be back with the UEOA report. And get ready to follow us on Clubhouse. We're going to start having some meetings on Clubhouse on the UEOA report. But I'll give y'all an update. Y'all have a great day.